welcome back to another casual Tuesday night of intelligent banter with Dan. How are you doing? Dan, you look like a raspberry, says George. Thanks, George. Great start. Okay, let me just post the tweet that I wrote for this show and also make sure that it's working on YouTube, which is challenging. I love, I've literally been doing this for like 10 seconds. Dan, you look like a raspberry. Well, I either look like a raspberry or an icicle, depending on how bright the screen goes. That was just hideous. Did you see that? I got way too close right then. Do-do-do-do. La La Land, still stuck in my head. If you haven't seen it, then you should, because it'll ruin your life, honestly. Okay. See, I have to multitask so hard. Dan, you make me... No, I'm not reading... Jocelyn, in the chat, stop misbehaving. Honestly, you guys are so bad. What are you doing on this fine Tuesday evening? I hope that you're doing well, that you've had a peaceable week. Mine's been pretty eventful. Going away this weekend, so I've been block filming a whole bunch of videos, which is quite fun. Don't know about you. Your room looks different, said Alyssa. Starting off with the important things. What's different about it? I moved the camera slightly. Tell you what, forget, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about videos? Do you want to talk about Dan's Not a Fire? Do you want to talk about world events, TV, relatable things, food? No, shut up. I'm going to tell you what we're talking about. Nice hoodie. Thank you, person in chat who said nice hoodie, whose name I didn't catch. Chat so fast, so little time. Amy Fowler. Yes, I'm shilling for my Lord God Google today. Got this from the internet. Oh, look at this. I've always been jealous of people who have, like, grey rugs in their house, just delicately draped across their bed. You know what I'm saying? You go on, like, websites, look at furniture displays, and then all these people, they all have these, like, grey blankets draped across their bed, and they just look so comfy, and they look so good. And then I was like, I need one in my life, because it would just look cool. But then I ordered it, and look at this. It's like Game of Thrones. I look like Ned Stark right now. This is some intense wolf-like shite going on here. And then I can just, like, completely look at the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love that rug. It's not a rug. It's a blanket. It's a throw. Victoria C said, is it soft? Is it soft? Imagine being me right now. Oh. Oh. Shit. Oh my God. You're a furry, said Alice. Alice, stop trying to ruin my happy moment with the blanket. This is the best object I have ever bought in my entire life. Sweet mother of God, I could just writhe around in that all day. Totally flattened my head then. What up? So what's important in Dan's life? A bunch of things, whatever. Bought this. Crap, it's good. You should wear it like a cape. Okay, Thomas, 1 second. I like that some people here use their real Facebook accounts, like Thomas and Amy C, so they have real names. And then some people are just called, let's see, Cheeky Minx 12. That's good. Kiara is not interesting. Nice. Little choice there. Secretly Batman _ I mean, like, Bruce, if you're watching this, it's not very subtle. You really need to step up your game, I think. Jesus. People, awesome fangirl, Tony the Shipper, nice. Wow. Ronald Reagan Giraffe, sure. What the hell? There we go! Welcome to the live show, everybody. I'm going to give you a few moments. I feel like it's important that this is a collaborative experience. How are you now? Relevant looking. I'm feeling swaggy, said Ethan. Sick and my internet sucks, said Jasmine. Frozen, said Dreaming Howl. Dead, said George. Cool. Are you the same George? You need to stop being a little shit, George. Tumblr, is that a mood? Dunno. Air, salty, said Gabby. Nostalgic, said Unicorn is not on fire. And Great Mate said, same old Sarah 61. That is a good same old Sarah 61. Strong branding. Maddie on the YouTube chat says shalom. Hello people watching this on YouTube. As you can see from the video title, I am actually broadcasting on another website called YouNow. And if you go to that link that is in the description, then you can go to a website called YouNow, where if you log in or get the app, you can actually chat to me, which is a lot better than YouTube for chatting, which is why I do it. So if you're watching this on Tumblr, hello people on the dash, are you good? Sorry if I like jump scared you by randomly making this noise when you refreshed your dash. Or the people on YouTube that are like, what to heck is happening? Then click on that link that's just beneath this video, go to YouNow, and maybe in next week's show we can chat. Oh, that'd be fun. Now, drama, I've decided to stop doing the echo thing with my laptop because it's just a bit creepy and nobody likes it and it's like a big headache. Maybe I'll bring it back if I'm feeling spontaneous. Dan can talk. Feeling spontaneous. Who knows? Darla said, can I be Dab's godmother? Darla, alright. People watching me right now, The Sims. Oh yeah. Me and Phil have filmed a Sims video. It is going to be the next video on Dan and Full Games, and I will spoil the content, but not what happens. The Sims just released a pack that brought toddlers into the game. And what that means is, in The Sims, you just had baby Sims, which was babies that did nothing, and then childs that were like full-on children that were full-on children. But there was no like middle period, and just as we just had this baby and we're going to age it up, they literally just brought out the toddler expansion. So, in the next Sims video, we are turning Dab into a toddler, and woo! I mean, I've already filmed this, and I'm not going to spoil it, but, yeah. Okay, so, they watch you guys, obviously, says wonderfully Rachel, who is the #1 fan. They actually do. Well, I mean, the person that runs, like, The Sims' Twitter do, and a lawyer that said yes to us putting Dill in Tatanoff must have also done it, and the book. They've been quite nice to us. They really could have just said no to everything. Today is my birthday, said Fandaya. Happy birthday to you, and the other X amount of people that, I mean, how many people are watching this right now on YouNow, Tumblr, and YouTube? A stadium full of people, divided by 365. Whatever that is, I've got a little, like, wolf fluff in my mouth now since I was rubbing that all across. Bad idea. Yo, it's lit. What up, person in chat that thinks it's lit? It's lit, but I'm not on fire. And just like that, Dan lost all of his audience, who unfollowed him for literally saying the worst things in the entire world. Okay, who is up there in the box? I feel like I should say hi to you. At number... oh my god, it goes all the way to 10. Chevy01, Fandai number 9, then Ellie, then Rob TGD Nelson, then GGV, then Kalal Titan, then Google Nile, then Rafi is Trash, then Fan2187, then Wonderfully Rachel. What up? Specially shout out to the people that hang out with me every Tuesday. I appreciate that you want to spend this quality time together. So, here we are. We've had our hellos. We've had our intro bants. It's just you and me for about 50 minutes. What should we talk about? We can connect. We can go deep. We can have some good times, some bad times. But really, at the end of the day, it's the journey, not where you end up going. I'm going to London for my birthday. Yay! Enjoy Google Nile. It's a pretty cool place. If you're coming to London and you want to experience the Londoniness, then go to, like, the Houses of Parliament area, South Bank, along the bridge. Basically, just all of the areas in West London near the river. If you walk along the river near South Bank, then that's where you'll be like, whoa, I'm in London, the Thames. Freaking yes. There we go. Jish White Girl is playing pool while listening to me. There we go. You get that ball in the hole. There's nothing wrong about that. That's literally what it is. Did you watch the Women's March coverage, said Lene. Yeah, I mean, that was in a week and you're sick. Okay, prayers and hugs and, you know, demon sacrifices for everybody whose birthday it is. Happy birthday and is sick. Get well soon. Yes, I mean, it's been a challenging week for the world with the whole Trump thing. Yeah, but the Women's March was quite amazing. And obviously, you go on Facebook, you go on all these websites, you read some things, you're just like, oh my god, all these people disagreeing with it. How am I alive? There's lots of people that don't know anything, people with different opinions, ignorant people, and sometimes it's very dramatic and scary. But I think, you can debate the politics all day. What the Women's March showed is that, all these millions of people around the world can come together and just stand up for really good virtues. Because, you can argue about the politics, but what it was basically saying was, we don't like the misogyny and the homophobia and the racial undertones and the this, that, and the other. And whether or not like I said, you can argue about the specific politics for ages, and what the march was about, who was at the march, why they were at the march, what they were on the sign. But at the end of the day, it was just a lot of people coming together to celebrate all of these really good, wholesome values that are important for having a happy society. And a peaceful protest, it's important to democracy. I think it's a very heartwarming thing. A good demonstration of solidarity said, oh my god, I need to read the names in the chat. Help. Said, oh my god, your actual dad. Yes, your actual dad. Indeed. Tips for when you catch feels for somebody, said wonderfully Rachel. Well, you could always just try to be their friend, see if there's any romantic tingles, see where it leads you, or you can always just stalk their interests and completely transform yourself to be the kind of person that you think they're like, and then you'll marry them, have a happy family, and then eventually have a breakdown because you'll be like, I'm not being the person that I want to be, but my god, this person's so hot. The abs, was it worth it? Sacrificing my authenticity? I just don't know. And then write a book about it, because that seems like pretty interesting. Darla, Dan, hi. What up? Thanks for calling me Vienna. My name is Laura. Oh, sorry, Vienna Styles, for not being Vienna. Gabe the dog, I know. In other sad news, one of my favourite memes has died. And by that, I don't mean it's been on the Ellen Show and it's not funny anymore. I mean, literally, a dog called Gabe the dog, who was a beautiful dog that was adopted, whose owner uploaded cute videos and photos, and because of the specific day this dog woofed, this specific little cute white dog was very easy to auto-tune into sounding like different songs. So a very popular meme that you may have seen was a little white dog called Gabe, who people auto-tuned into doing different songs. And the thing is, dogs die. It's very sad, but he was a very happy, well-loved dog, so we just need to celebrate him by all doing a walk together and watching most of his good things. And if you don't know like what the hell I'm on about, just search Gabe, G-A-B-E, into YouTube, Gabe dog, and then just go down this frickin' wormhole of a million videos of people auto-tuning this dog. It's like the best thing. I joined when you said Bork. Well, I mean, you can just leave right now, because that's basically a summary of the whole thing. To be fair. Do you like Pink Floyd? I do like Pink Floyd. My dad wasn't really into rock music, so a lot of people who get into rock music, I mean, stereotyping here generically, or mum, whatever, get into old music because it's what their parents are listening to. Just playing with my swaggy Batman watch. Just so styling, to be honest. My parents listened to house music, so I know a lot about, like, random subgenres of dance, but I never really listened to the old. I don't know anything about Bruce Springsteen, Neil Diamond, all these things. Crazy. Rolling Stones, not really, just because family didn't grow up listening to them. It's like I had a family that didn't show me 80s movies, because I'm a 90s kid. Some of you are 90s kids, noughties kids. I'm sure what of you. What about 80s music? Same about 80s music, Gabby. Gabby G, 80s music, 80s movies. I'm just not really familiar with it, because my family didn't play it around me, weren't passionate about it in a way where they'd show it to me. So things like Home Alone, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, it's only in my adult life that I now go back and I'm like, yeah, wow, all these 80s movies were like the freaking best movies ever. It was only last New Year's Eve, 2015-16, where I watched the Back to the Future movies for the first time ever. And I was like, what even are these? Can't be bothered to watch them. And now they're like some of my favourite movies ever. It's just crazy. Someone's giving me a would you rather. Let's see. Would you rather be always right or always liked by others, said Mallow. Ooh. See, that's an internal dialogue that I think all of us have to some extent. Would you rather be right or liked? Would you rather compromise on your values and your authenticity to be popular and be what the people want, or not? It's that whole thing, especially if you're a creative person. It's like, should I just do what I like, which is just being right, or should I do things that I think will be popular so I'm successful? You know, that's the YouTube dilemma. And I think generally, as various existential philosophers have said, what's important is authenticity, because if you try to be successful or popular or liked by people, but you're not being authentic to yourself, then you'll never really be happy. And that's true, you know, you can think what's more important is the money or the whatever, but then you'll get there and then you'll be like, Whereas lots of people, you know, you might not have everything you want, but if you're true to yourself, then in moments of quiet thought where everything else is stripped away, you know, when you're lying awake at night in bed, in the darkness, staring at that ceiling, you'll think, yeah, well, everything's shit, but I love myself, and I can take selfies all day until there's an acceptable one. Dan, do you like mangoes? Said Rafia's trash. Yeah, mangoes are pretty cool. I eat way more mangoes as, like, a savoury accompaniment to something than I do as, like, a sweet thing. I never just eat mangoes as a fruit. It's always mangoes in a curry or something like that. Know what I mean? Trump's president help? Yeah. Hasn't been a great start, has it? Repealing things. The TPP was good, and then, oh my god, drain the swamp. The swamp was not drained. It's just been replaced with an ocean of alligators. Whatever, let's not get into it. Can you say hi to Grace and Abby? What up, Grabby? There we go. Whoa, that sounded bad. I immediately take that back. What's so special about Kinder Eggs, said BPG Wim? Do Americans not have Kinder products, or specifically Kinder Eggs? I will tell you, I don't have one here. Basically, Kinder, German, don't know, chocolate company, they make pretty good, tasty chocolate. It's like extremely sugary and milky, but it's just so sweet and delicious. And there's like these terrifying children. I'm gonna like show you. Kinder children. I am on a list now for Googling this. Here we go. Kinder transport. Oh, Kinder's just a word. Does Kinder literally mean children in German or something like that? This is weird. Kinder chocolate. Here we go. Right, this is exactly the weird mother fluffer that I wanted to show you. Look at this child. How possessed is he? From a scale of 1 to 10. Look at this shit. Oh god, I've zoomed in too far. That's terrifying. Look at that. Isn't that just like, hello? I want your soul soft. Wee. I mean, that's just... I'm shook. Are you shook? He has great teeth. Yes. Yes, person in chat. This young chap has great teeth. But that's just a bit Aryan and spooky as hell, to be honest. Anyway, teeth is good. And they make these things... I can, like... I was going to describe it to you, but I've, like, literally got a laptop out. I can just show you. Kinder Egg. It's an egg made out of this. They're called Kinder Surprises. And basically, inside the egg, there is a chocolate. So, come on, internet. I believe in you. Here we go. The top result was illegal Kinder Eggs used to smuggle drugs. There we go. A little tip for you there. It looks like an egg. It's chocolate. It's hollow. It's in two halves. You break away the half. It has a little capsule in it. Very easy to choke on. Good for the tiny children. And then inside, you've got a toy that you usually have to assemble, but then sometimes they make it so that you don't have to assemble it, because if the child managed to somehow get through the wrapping without eating the wrapping and choking and opening the chocolate and not just choking on the thing that was eating, or opening the capsule, and the capsule just being something that they swallow and choke on, the little tiny bits of the toys are, like, so chokeable, you have no idea. And not in, like, a daddy please kind of way, in, like, a oh no, hold the child over the sink and slap their back like me with the boiled sweet, which I can tell you right now, isn't fun. You're the hottest potato, said Bertie B. Don't know what to make of that. Is that a compliment? I'll just take it as a compliment, even if it's like a weird potato fetish thing. I mean, I'm really just scared of everything. Speaking of Oscar noms, talk about... Okay, alright. Jakey, did you mean, speaking of La La Land, talk about Oscar noms? I think you said that the wrong way around. I'm onto you and your typos. You think you're safe in the chat? You think you look at that chat and you're like, that's going too fast, Dan can't see me. I see you. I'm reading this shit. I'm ready. Yeah, Oscar nominations. Some of you don't give a shit about awards shows, generally. You should, because award shows are just really funny. I mean, obviously, you know, you might be like, boo, celebrity culture, the media, wham, wham, everything's terrible. You know, I couldn't see the point in that, totally. But if you accept how cheesy and vapid and pointless and a celebration of narcissism and everything that's wrong with the world, they're actually just, like, so trashy and enjoyable. My favourite one's the Golden Globes, because they're complete train wrecks. The VMAs, often a train wreck. The Oscars, it's just fun. It's about making an effort to, you know, just enjoy the celebrities, the pop culture zeitgeist moment, everybody on Twitter talking about it. And I care about movies, and, you know, I think that awards shows are ways for things that aren't popular to get recognition, because you make an indie movie about something boring that people don't care about if they're like Transformers. It wins an award because critics like it, suddenly people go see it. Maybe Moonlight wins Best Picture, which it probably should, because it's good. And then people might not have seen it, but then they go, hey, I heard this won awards, I'm going to see it. That's a good thing, you know, celebrate that art. Anyway, pretty good. I think La La Land's probably going to win everything, because Hollywood love Hollywood. And just, you know, standing in a circle, having a good time. Yeah, nominated for everything. Was Amy Adams snubbed? Don't know, people are talking about that. Tell you what was snubbed, Your Name, Japanese movie. Kubo and the Two Strings, nominated for visual effects. It's good. Where was Zootopia? Don't know. I had a snow day today. Abby, Gel, it snowed like once. And was that last week? I don't remember. London had some thunder snow, which is this weird name for when it's snowing so heavily and windy and raining. It's basically just like a sludge wave annihilating everything beneath it. None of it settled. It was just really bleak and miserable. Welcome to London. Shout out to the person that wants to come. Michi in the chat said, I just watched some old videos of yours. Don't do that. How was your weekend, said Millie. Cool thing. What did I do? Filmed some gaming videos. Played some Age of Empires. Went to Wagamama's? I don't remember. It was, yeah, it's pretty fun. Will you make a video reacting to the Oscar noms? I don't think anyone wants to see that. Speaking of little videos, I found a GoPro that I got a million years ago, and I've taped it to my computer upstairs. My computer, mine and Phil's editing iMac up in the office. So maybe I can film some, because this is cool, right? It's a webcam, so it's acceptable quality, and by that I mean it's pretty shit. Shout out to all the people watching this on YouTube thinking, why is a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers on a channel uploading something that looks like a calculator on the webcam? Sorry about that, everyone on danisnotinteresting. Phil and I, indeed, person correcting me in the chat, need to learn to do that, because it's cool. You know, tangent time. I've always been quite articulate, no particular reason. My grandma was quite well spoken, watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh, that's the story. I'm not posh, YouTube video, you can go watch it. And there's this whole thing of people wanting to not sound posh by speaking correctly, and that's, you know, it's not a good thing. Zootopia is an animation. I was talking about Best Picture. I'm talking about screenplay. I'm talking about acting. Where's the... Yeah, anyway, and some people think, oh no, it's rich people that speak English well, and I don't want to sound like a twat, so I'm not going to speak English well, and that's not good, you know what I mean? So it should be cool to speak your language well, but I often find myself deliberately not saying things like that to, you know, sound less posh, as the Brits would say. But then also there's various instances where I just don't know how to talk. I always say me and Phil and I. Person and I. There are some instances where you can say me and somebody. What about the GoPros in the chat? Sorry. Yeah, I've like taped it to my iMac upstairs, so maybe if I want to spontaneously do a side channel video, I can do it on that and I'll look like a fishbowl. As I said, I've still got this here from last Tuesday. I was going to do one talking about this YouTube box, but then pointless mister went and did it, which is fine. And then Phil did it. Anyway, so there we go. I have midterms this week. Please help with many gun emojis. Shout out to the water gun emoji that is non-violent. Apple. How do you read this chat? Said Frum... What even is that name? Frumra... Fem... Kevin Santon. With my eagle eyes. Can you say hi to the Bestest Buddies group chat? Okay, Ellie. Hi. See, if you guys watching this, if you have a group chat with your friends, don't call it Cannibals Are Us, or, you know, Spit Roast Me Susan, or whatever you call it. Call it something wholesome, like the Bestest Buddies. Just a little injection of wholesomeness. It'll make a difference in your day-to-day life. They say that people have two modes. I have two modes. Full-on nihilist and wholesome. I'm either talking about death, wanting death, joking about death, or I'm saying, hey, be calm, take a deep breath, everything's cool, wholesome howl, everything's nice. I have no in-between. There's no chill. I'm either life or death in between. It's full-on nihilism or wholesomeness, and there's just nothing in between, and that's just me. And if you're alarmed by either of those, either because you're like, Dan, I like you being relatable, and this whole wholesome thing, it's a bit weird, I don't like you being so positive. Or you're like, wow, Dan, joking about death, you make me feel a bit uncomfortable, you're a bit bleak, your sense of humour's a bit... You just need to think, these both cancel each other out, so that I'm basically a formless grey rock with nothing interesting to even talk about. So it's okay. Did the gaming chair break, said Cynthia? Yeah, Phil has broken the gaming chair, and in one of the gaming videos that we filmed recently, there was an important update where me and Phil get a new office chair. That is right! Who signed up for some quality, riveting, original content? Well, guess what? Hang on to the edge of your seats, because Dan and Phil have got a new one. What? Yeah, you're so active on Tumblr, said wonderfully Rachel. One of my New Year's resolutions that's not a New Year's resolution, which I think I've talked about before, is that I want to go on Tumblr more often, because I spend a lot of time, I don't know about you, the different social media websites. Instagram is fun, it's harmless, the comments are just like the worst freaking place on the internet if you go to the celebrities, it's just like a shit waterfall. Or you look at your friends and it's cool, Instagram I find it's quite nice because you're like, oh, I follow my friends, these are what they're up to. Sometimes it's like, oh, my friends are so attractive and have so much more fun than me and they're so good at taking selfies and I'm just a really ugly rat that needs to drown. Sometimes I feel like that because of Instagram, but it's mostly pleasant. Facebook, it used to be like, oh my god, all of my friends are just horrible, I hate it, why did I add my grandma? Also, everyone's like a Trump supporter and it's terrible. But if you just don't be friends with anybody that you don't actually like, Facebook's pretty cool, and then you can actually just use it to keep in touch with friends. But, tell you what, Facebook used to just be like, oh god, Farmville, but pages and groups are on the rise. Meme pages on Facebook. They're actually a pretty good way of getting quality meme content delivered to you. And Facebook pages, they're a pretty good community, and I find that, on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram, especially when you go to these celebrity pages, it's all very hyperactive. You know the way that fandoms work, in any situation, it's all very caps lock all the time. And that's funny, I get it, I appreciate it. I am one of these people. I understand the hysteria and the way that everybody acts, because it's funny to be crazy. But I feel like on Facebook, people are still quite articulate, because it's maybe something to do with their name. So no matter what celebrity or politician or meme page, everyone's like super articulate and intelligent. And it's so funny, because you go to like the stupidest meme page, like Nihilist Dogs Limited, which I just made up, but it's probably a page. And all the comments will be like, yes, I too have an opinion on this meme. So I feel like Facebook has gone from being like one of the worst places to one of the best ones. It's pretty cool. So I've made an effort to post more of the things that I post on Twitter and Tumblr onto my Facebook, because I feel bad sometimes. I follow a lot of I post a lot on Twitter, obviously, but I feel like most of the things that I post on Twitter, people that follow me on Tumblr and Instagram and Facebook, they'd be just as interested, and I feel bad for the people that don't use it. So I'm going to make more of an effort to post things that I tweet on Instagram if it's a picture, and Tumblr and Facebook. So if you like the screaming and the all caps, or the drama and the whatever, then Twitter and Tumblr might be a thing, or just the shit waterfall, Instagram might be a thing. But if you want to be with leaving a comment that's a sentence with punctuation, go check out my Facebook page. Is there a link somewhere around here that links to it? Don't know. More selfies, please. I look like an ogre. I can't just take unironic selfies. Honestly, I follow all these edgy people, and I'm like, they take themselves so seriously, but everyone posts selfies all the time. Even all the UK YouTubers, they're like, wah, I'm a filmmaker, wah. They post selfies all the time. So why do I feel like it's self-indulgent and cringe to post selfies? Sometimes I feel like you're entitled to post a little cringe self-indulgent selfie. I feel like if you're a person and you have friends, you should do them, your friends should post them, and then you should all just, leave nice wholesome comments saying, "Yas, you ugly rat friend." That's what I'm thinking internally, but I'll leave a comment saying, "Working that onesie, you potato." So maybe I should, don't know. It's a little thing. What's up with Dan? What's up with Dan? Why doesn't he tweet about the boring shit that he's up to? Because he doesn't want to be boring. Why doesn't he make more shitty videos? Because he wants to make quality content, even if it isn't. Why doesn't Dan post selfies? We can argue about all of these things. I think we can agree there's not really anything wrong with posting selfies. So perhaps I should post more selfies. Who fricking knows? Honestly. But yeah, go like my Facebook page. I got them to change my name to Dan Howell because it was Dan Is Not On Fire at Dan Is Not On Fire, which is just way ago. So that's cool. Where are the polar bear cake? Oh god, the polar bear cakes. They're from a gakery. Rainbow Cakes. The Diverse Bakery. I think we'd all shop there. Thoughts on the Shane situation? I have no idea what that is. You have no idea how out of the loop I am and probably want to be. You just need to think to yourself, does Dan want to know? The answer is Dan probably doesn't want to know. Dan's too busy dealing with his own problems. Anyway, polar bear cake. Yeah, it was pretty dank. Got these 2 little polar bear cakes. Pretty good. Taken it out of the box. I'm sure you've seen this if you go to my Instagram, my Twitter, or whatever. I was taking this little mousse in the shape of a polar bear's face. And I knocked it, there was a button on it, like a milk button, and then I knocked it, and it, caved in the bear's face, and I was like, oh no, it was so beautiful! Oh god! And then I took the button out, and then I tried to delicately balance it back on the face to save it, because it looked so cute, and I was looking so forward to taking a nice selfie of it, and I just properly stuck my thumb in it. Talk about heavy-handed. I had this button, and I just jammed it, and I was just, I've ruined this, I've ruined it, and then I was looking at them next to each other, and I was like, oh my god, it's expectations versus reality. It's you versus the guy you were told not to worry about. It's me and tagged for, oh my god, the most relatable mousse ever. Either way, pretty tasty, was good. The thing is with mousse, is it's not a very chewy, satisfying thing. Mousse, generally, it's very I spin on the spoon, it's in my mouth, yes, good, beautiful texture, that's good. If you eat a lot of it, I'm sure it's fine, but it's not the most satisfying thing to chew, but it looked good, had a couple chocolate features, and yeah, I review it, I give it a 4 out of 5 for, there we go, Dan's bakery rating. Dan and Phil Bakes, that's a new channel, or not, Dan and Phil Rates Bakes. Dan Is Not On Fire and Amazing Phil are already Dan and Phil Bakes, let's be honest. Honestly, ever since even visiting Nerdy Nummies and doing that video with Rosanna Pansino, I can't even process how bad I am at baking. It just makes me want to not even try. Do you like Florence and the Machine? Said Fan2087. Yeah, I love Florence and the Machine. I don't love them, they're one of my favourite bands, but I love Florence, and I love a lot of their music and singles. I like their last 2 albums quite a lot. If you're interested, what have I been listening to? Probably just the La La Land soundtrack, honestly. It's just ruined my life. It's so good. La La Land, I've decided. I think it was like a 4-star drama movie. It was good. Good acting. Heartwarming story. Ruining life. Sad twists and whatever. No spoilers. It was very beautiful and also kind of ugly. And it was generally very good. Not the most original story, whatever. And I think it was the... But I think it has a 5-star soundtrack. The first time I watched it, I didn't know how much I loved it. I liked a lot of the songs. The first time I watched the first song in La La Land, which was called Another Day of Sun, I was like, is this cheesy? Do I like it? I don't know. Now, on Spotify, all I do is listen to this bloody soundtrack. Jesus Christ. It's so good. Yeah. Learn City of Stars on piano. I kind of have been. I'm still learning me and Sebastian's theme. And before you all say it, no, I'm not playing it for you, because last time, stood up in this live show, I played 5 notes of a song on a piano, got half of them wrong because I was stood up, wasn't even looking, and you were like, it's brilliant piano! You need to chill. It's an affront to everybody that can actually play the piano. It would be cool if I actually could play the whole piano. Please don't get excited for me playing 4 wrong notes. It's just, it makes me really upset for all the people that are actually good at piano. I'm just being real. There we go. I've been listening to, this week, Christine and the Queens. Are you familiar with Christine and the Queens, band and front lady? Good music, great live performances. What the heck? So I'll read the About section on Spotify. Shill, Francis, Christine and the Queens is an electronic pop solo project of Heloise Letizier, which I definitely read wrong. And some guys, they make some electro pop, it's good. But you need to watch their live performances. Honestly, like, interpretive dancing, just so cool. Honestly, Christine of Christine and the Queens is like one of the coolest people I've ever seen. I'm just sat on YouTube watching all of these live performances, and I'm just like, dude, bruh, cool. Because obviously me and Phil are not doing the Brits this year. Instead, Mr. Man Pineapple with those abs, Casper Lee, is doing it. So we've been checking it out. That Lego thing, I'm sorry, is it pissing you off? I'll put it down. Opinions on Magica Magica, said somebody. Well, I made videos talking about anime on my side channel. People on Danisnotinteresting. Not Interesting. If you want some anime recommendations, check them out somewhere. Magica Magica, pretty incredible. Could have had 8 seasons. It was just 1 season. Everything happened so fast. Makes me upset because it could have gone on for 10 years and I'd have loved it forever. Dan versus leaving for Taco Bell. Download the app. Watch me on your way to Taco Bell. Boom. Get a friend while you eat. No excuse. Play Jeopardy, said Cynthia. I don't understand the concept of Jeopardy. I'm very bad. That whole, like, here's the answer, what was the question, and the way that people are like, I'll take this for $300. I just don't understand. Maybe I just need to watch some. Have you seen Troy's video for Heaven? Said specifically, Kyla is tired, and a lot of people, yeah, obvs. We're all Troy #1 stans. King of everything. Love it. Emotional. So good. I cannot wait for more new Troy music. Even if I didn't know Troy, and were therefore incredibly biased, just as a musical artist, I am so intrigued about his future music. It's cool. Listen to BTS, they're flawless. A lot about them is flawless, and there's a huge fandom out there. Perhaps I should spend more time. Adopt me! Said Bruh Booterer. Maybe. Although, you know, I can barely look after myself. Really. You know, I might look quite successful. I'm really just falling apart all the time. I couldn't look after you. I'd be like, I mean, I guess you can sit on the sofa next to me, but not too close, because then I don't want to be too hot or too cold. Say hi to Ava, Jenna, and Lola. What up? Do you like Black Mirror, said Sabrina27. Yep. Say this basically every week. Black Mirror is one of my favourite shows. It's good, and everything in it is going to be true. I don't even know what's happening. Where is politics going? Well, where's the world going? The far right's rising again. The left is being unsuccessful. Technology, artificial intelligence. How are we going to survive the next 50 years? I mean, of course we are, because everything's good and wholesome, and we're all communicating, and we're a big global community of love, and everything's going to be fine. Say hi to Heidi Cook. Hi, Chloe Allen. Why are you so awkward? I don't know. Why am I so awkward? I think why I was not more confident as a child, don't know, was it how I was raised? My parents didn't sit me down and encourage me enough? Were there too many overbearing kids at school that made me feel quiet? I don't know. I'm just awkward. It's just a part of me. It's weird. Earrings. Tammy, I forgot them again. I'm a bad human. Fantastic Beasts. Have not seen Fantastic Beasts. I'm such a bad Harry Potter fan. Especially after seeing The Cursed Child the other week and getting, like, back into the universe. I feel like I need to just go see it. I know some people didn't think it was amazing, but it's just part of the Harry Potter canon, and I really love Eddie Redmayne, so even if it's not the best movie ever, you know, it doesn't have to be Moonlight. Maybe I'll just like some magic, and it would be nice. Nominated for production design. Worth caring about. Reread the books, you fool. Reread? Already read them twice. I'm fine. I like the movie TBH. A lot of people like them. Who knows? Talk about Phil's wife and the unborn child. What's this, Phoebe? Please let me know. I read each like 10 times. 10 times? Well, good for you, reading. Reading's a good hobby. It's good for your mental health, reading. It's hard to get distracted by other things. Good for stressing your imagination. My house has a gas leak and a fire department came, said Devinda Pikla. Wow, that's what could have happened to us last week. Well, good luck. There's a rumour that Phil has a secret wife and child. Oh my god. You heard about that? Damn, how did you find out? Oh god, it's so true. Yep, Sabrina and their child Lola. How did you find out? Phil has been keeping that a secret for so long. This is just a fake apartment that he uses to film in when he's not spending time with his real family. Oh, and he thought he could get to his birthday before he made a video telling you all about the truth. Oh, I can't believe you all found out about it. You guys, with your theories on the internet, are just so good. Say, that's quite funny. Say happy birthday to Gillian and Hallie, and happy birthday to you, and happy not being sick to everyone else. Apparently Louise just tweeted a picture at me. What are you doing, Louise? Get a hobby. What is your Twitter? I'm not going to spell this right. Sprinkle of glitter. I'm just going to Google it. I can't even. It didn't come up. Wow, you need to have a word with YouTube. Google shill number 1. Here I is. Sprinkle of glitter. Twitter. That kind of rhymes. Louise posted an amazingly hilarious video on Instagram of her beautiful, amazing child, Darcy, being in love with a statue in like a garden centre earlier, and this tiny adorable child was stroking the statue and said, I want it to come to life. And I swear, it was the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. So Louise, if you're watching this right now, that made my day. Don't know how you didn't scream and cry. If you haven't watched it, go to Louise Pentland's Instagram and watch the video of her child next to this statue. Honestly, shook. Dunno. We're wearing the same top. Oh my god! Literally shilling for YouTube. Here we are. Oh, they're not even paying us for this product placement. That's how, in too deep we are. Thanks for being you and making me happy. Well, if me being me makes you happy, then that makes me feel better about me, Ray. Because I'm sure, just like all of you, I'm sad about me sometimes. I'm like, who is me? Do I like me? Is me good? Do other people like me? And you can spend a lot of time laying awake at night thinking about these things, but if you say that it's made you happy, then maybe I should just stop caring for a moment and go, whatever, yeah. So thanks for that. My Netflix free trial ended. Uh-oh. Make a new account. Boom, boom, boom. Let me say, wait, you can just get around doing everything like that, honestly. Just make infinite email addresses. Or you can just, pay for products and not be like, whatever. When was your last existential crisis? Dunno. Probably soon. I like your hair. I like my hair. I feel like the only issue is, unlike Phil has very black hair and very pale skin, so his fade on the side, his little shaved bit, it looks quite cool and it stands out a lot. Mine, you can't really see, can you? Because my hair's quite dark. So I feel like next time I get this haircut, I should get it a next level shorter so it's visibly lighter. Because I really like this. I just wish that this was visibly more thin so you could see it. No, said Shadwells. Well, guess what, ho? That's what I want my hair to be like, and that's all that matters. And frankly, it's what's fashionable in 2017. So if you don't like it, take a good look in the mirror and accept that you're not trendy. And then, there's the other side of the argument. Is it good to be trendy? Should you care about conforming to society? Why is trendy good? Why did I think my hair was good in 2011 when it was objectively fucking awful? Sorry for swearing. Who knows? But now, I like my hair now. Does it matter if it's trendy or not? I don't know. That's just weird, isn't it? It's like fringe, quiffs were cool in 2014, and I had a fringe, and I looked bad. Now, I have a fringe. Me, Tyler, Jim Chapman, half Connor Franta, basically Troy, we all have the same haircut. But I like it. It's just weird. I don't even know. Maybe I just do like my hair, and finally it's just the planets have aligned, and maybe me kind of actually liking what I look like is cool for a week. Who knows? You and Phil make my day. Ah, well, I hope you have a nice one, Hannah. Thank you for watching. Connor Franta liked my tweet yesterday, and I literally peed. You literally peed, Abby. You literally wet your literal pants, did you? Let me show you. It's quite exciting. Oh my god, this is the first time I've watched you live, said Ashley. Hello. You don't have to watch this live, but you can. I mean, if you want to chat, again, people watching this on Dan Is Not Interesting, people watching this on Tumblr, there's a link under the video. They will link to a website called YouNow, and this website, which is where the stream is actually coming from, is where I actually do the video, and there's a chat, and that's where it is. And it's a good chat, because you can make little things popped up, like all the people tipping, thank you to those people, the people proposing, people sending me things, all the people there giving themselves shout out. You got people over here, and it's easier to read. You got messages that people can send you over there. You can buy them, and then if I read them, then you get charged. If I don't, then they don't. So it's cool. You don't waste any money. And then there's a little top fan section up there, which is nice. People that want to support. It's just a good little website for lots of ways of interacting, and it can automatically go on YouTube and Tumblr. So hey, why not do lots of websites at once? What's your favourite song from Bottomless Pit? Asking the real questions. I mean, obviously, a Trash is just an anthem about my life and career. I really like quite a lot, and also 3 Bedrooms in a Good Neighborhood, just as the most savage beat in the entire world. Oh, just full volume. Oh, it's like having my brain melted. Just the whole album is incredible, but maybe which is one of the most accessible and not edgy, challenging songs on it. And it's catchy. It's just so freaking good. What the hell? What's your favourite colour? Black. Is black a colour? Don't know. It's just calming. I like it. Don't say savage. I'll say whatever I want. Savage. Thick. Dying. Bruh. Bro. Memes. Maymays. Fucking... What? Look, I'm a nerd. Get over it. Play Monopoly and Dan and Phil games. 24-hour live stream for Millie, where Dan and Phil end with stabbing each other. Would that even be interesting? See, this is the thing. A lot of you know that you like Dan and Phil, therefore you like watching gaming videos, especially the long, slow ones that are just like hanging out with us, and I get that, and I think it's really cool, and that's why you like this, you know. I think a lot of people, they like these live streams because they're like, hey, I watch Dan's on Fire videos, I think Dan's interesting, I think it's cool to just listen to him chat and hang out with him a bit, and that's cool, you know, you have an attention span. Not that other people don't, but the thing is, like, you know that you're interested and you're here. Whereas a lot of people on YouTube, even the people that are subscribed to Dan Is Not On Fire and Dan Isn't Phil Games, they're not necessarily ready to watch anything I upload, especially Dan Is Not On Fire. Like, I really can't just shitpost and Dan Is Not On Fire, because people, they really want the quality content. Like, people... I upload things like the live streams, or even that video me and Phil did for Comic Relief, and I get comments from, like, you know, Alfonso in Brazil that's like, hi Dan, I'm a filmmaker, I'm 26 from Brazil, and I just say, I really like your comedy videos that, you know, are cool and have sketches and have impressive editing, and you make a point, and that's the content I signed up for, and I just didn't sign up to watch you draw makeup on each other, and I'm like, bro, Jesus frickety punk. And if we did a 24-hour live stream, I think that, like, it would maybe get, like, 800,000 views, but why not 2 million? Because there's that many people that don't want to watch something for 24 hours, and that's fine, I'm not saying that's an issue, but it does affect the likelihood of us doing something. And, you know, sometimes you do things like that, in doses. I think literally Monopoly would be quite horrific though, so who knows that happens. Maybe card games and board games, we'll see. Happy birthday to Joanna from Sophie. There you go. Have you played The Last of Us? Amy, I still haven't played The Last of Us. I don't think I want to play it on the gaming channel, I just want to have like a private experience. So many games I haven't played. Tell you what games I missed out on because I got addicted to Guild Wars and started a gaming channel and whatever. So you should only do something so more people like you. No, we talked about this. Be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Cack! Don't take me seriously, I'm just ranting off the top of my head. What was I talking about? Games. I never got around to playing The Last of Us. Bad. I never got around to playing Ico or Shadow of Colossus or The Last Guardian. Bad. Bioshock 2 or Infinite. Bad. Halo 5. Bad. Call of Duty, I mean, you know, whatever, I can get over not playing those. Last of Us, didn't play. Never played any of the Uncharted games. Would play the Tomb Raider games. What are the other ones? The Batman Arkham Asylum games. Some of those are supposed to be amazing. Haven't played those. What else are like the best games that I haven't played? Just quite a few. Inside. Never got around to playing that. Quite a few indie games. Haven't played Fez. Whatever. There's just, you know, Kingdom Hearts. There's games haven't played. What do you think of Halsey? I think Halsey did something recently, which was that she matched donations for retweets to donate to Planned Parenthood, and that is awesome. So there we go. Do you like egg? Said Katie frickin' Zaz. I mean, they're alright. Sometimes it's like, yay, and it's not vegan compatible. Eggs, in a nutshell. Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix. Alright, so when I was a teen, I freaking loved the Series of Unfortunate Events books. And then I watched the movie, and it was like, okay, I didn't really know what was good or bad then. But it was like, okay, and now there's a new Netflix series. People that are fans of the books, is it good? The new Series of Unfortunate Events series, because I'm quite emotionally attached to the books, because I loved them a lot. Do you like Harry Potter? Said Rick Nathan. Yeah. Yes, said Lizzie. Yes, says Busy. Yes, says Bella. Amy. Diana. Oh my god, no, said one person. Books are better, said Light Aspect. As always is the case, Hector just tweeted you. What now, you little shit? Did you even see that I mentioned you in the memes video? I'm not saying, I just want you to know. I appreciate you. Say hi to the sexual dooting group chat. See, this is what I was talking about. We've gone from shout out to the bestest buddies group chat to say hi to the sexual dooting group chat. I don't even. Say hi to Opal, ILY. Oh my god, is the fuse of Amethyst and Pearl watching the chat right now? Fangirling. I love you. But yeah, speaking of Netflix, guess what Danny and Philly watched? The OA. No spoilers, obviously. Dan never spoils things. Dan watched the OA. Now, I heard OA, it's a sci-fi series, it's on Netflix. A lot of people I know were like, it's amazing, I'm obsessed with it, I need to watch theories. Some people on the internet was like, yeah, I didn't like it, I stopped watching it. So I went in and I was like, what do you think? The first episode, I was like, what is this? Where is this going? This is weird. Some of it's like really adult and mature and really good. Some of it's kind of cheesy and nerdy and a bit weird. And then at the end, when the plot twist happened, I was like, whoa, my god! And then I was like, what is this show? On one hand, it's a bit silly and it's inspirational, and then sometimes it's really mature and it's gripping. And then after the second episode and the third episode, it just got better and better and better, and it's quite like Lost and Fringe and Buffy. Sometimes it's a bit silly, sometimes you need to give it a pinch of salt, sometimes you can't take it that seriously and just go with the flow. Might not be the literal best thing ever, but at the same time, oh my god, I loved it. Kalia said I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm talking about a new show on Netflix called The OA, and I loved it. It was just so fun. I loved the characters, I loved the story, it was cute, it was weird. I just, a lot of people didn't like it because they're too cynical or it was too far-fetched for them. I really loved that people took a chance in a story that was so weird and out there that you kind of just needed to suspend your disbelief and just get into. And it was practically wholesome because it was so nice. So I really recommend to all of you that you watch a sci-fi series called The OA. It's wholesome. It's moderately diverse. There's a really amazing trans actor in it. I love that guy. What's his name? I'm bad. What was he? Forgotten the real name. Whatever, it's cool. A lot of white people, but, good, good for other reasons. And it's just really good. It's not too scary, it's not too boring. Get through the first episode, watch it, and I swear, you'll love it. So, that's that. Do you love mangoes? Just asking. What is it with mangoes? Why are you asking me about mangoes, honestly? Has somebody written the mango fic? Probably don't want to know. Are you excited for Rick and Morty Season 3? Okay, I ate Luke. Do you want to know something disappointing? Dan's good. Watches the Sherlock, watches the OA, watching Steven Universe. Dan hasn't watched Rick and Morty yet. I'm sorry. Everyone I know in the entire world, literally everybody is like, Dan, I'm gonna punch you, Rick and Morty is incredible. I'm gonna do it. I'm watching Steven Universe, then I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty. Understand, I'm going to. I believe you. I'm sure it's good. I'm sorry, I'll spend less time. Hector says, yikes, hi. No need to yikes, just saying. Drain the ocean of alligators. That's like exactly politics in 2017. Am I even impressed by that watercolour, or is that just too real right now? I don't know how I feel. There we go. Cool buzzsaw outside your house at Bird to Be. Yeah, you might have heard about this. Basically, there's these people behind mine and Phil's apartment, and they've been, renovating their house, and they're so loud, I swear to God. They wake everybody up every morning, they drill and they saw while we're filming videos, and we thought they stopped. It turns out they just stopped for Christmas, and today somebody was like freaking buzzsawing some metal, and we couldn't film for like an hour and a half because it was so loud and kill me. So if you want to see what's ruining our lives at the moment, check out Phil's, what did he do, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Are you and Phil going to VidCon Anaheim? Yes, indeed. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, Summer in the City, VidCon Europe, VidCon Australia, whatever. As I said, did a lot of travel last year, might be busy, don't know what I'm up to. The reason a lot of people still go to VidCon Anaheim is because there's lots to do in LA. You know, I have friends, could collab with people, do the Fine Bros, get to go to VidCon, and that's cool. VidCon pay for the flights, so it's like I get to collab with people and see friends and whatever. But then also, to be boring, a lot of people were saying, why do YouTubers go to LA VidCon and then not other place when they should? It's because the real reason is just there's a lot of businessy stuff in LA. It's where YouTube and Google are and other crap. So a lot of people just do that, go to work for a lot of stuff for an excuse, which isn't fun, but it's what people do. It's just boring. Soz for cyberbullying you last Tuesday. That's okay, Chloe, because I consent to it. Start following people on Tumblr. After the live shows and other things, I usually follow people on Tumblr for reblogging the videos. Randomly, I mean, Tumblr is the website where I follow the most of you. I'll promise to follow more people, Google Nile, D-dubs. We need Truth or Dare 6. No, you don't, Bertie B. Dan has stopped doing those. Because we can argue about this. What is creative integrity? Is it important? Does anyone give a shit? Is Dan's content good? Does he think it good? Does he worry too much? Is it important to try? Anaheim and LA are two different cities, Dan. Whatevs. But yeah, I deemed that Truth or Dare was just a bit stupid, and I couldn't be bothered. So there we go. You can argue about it. I've just lost interest. The thing is about problems is there's a lot of terrible things in the world, so I find it hard to spend time or dedicate emotions to trivial issues. Sometimes people are like, Dan, give me your juicy opinion on this internet drama someone's involved in. And I'm like, literally Trump. Do you think I fucking have even been on Twitter and know what's happening? No, I don't care. Say hi to Katie and Haley. Hello. Gravity Falls. There's so many things I need to see. I'm so sorry. During this live show, I've broken this Lego watch. Look at that. I really need to put this down. Dan, what's that? Have you? No, you can't see this. Got a new candle. That's an important life update. Phil got one called Fairy Tale of New York. I think they might have said it to you. This one's very appropriate. Same, me, an intellectual. A white candle called Art. What's the flavour of your candle? Art. What is the sense of your candle? Art. Same, right? Literally, me, aesthetic, my Tumblr, my life goals, ugly. I don't know that. Not familiar with that. Never been that. Art, the candle. Give me a second. It's a peculiar one. It's like... It's very fresh. It's got this, not quite citrusy, but quite lemony, almost like window cleaner, but not unpleasant, like freshness to it. Very bright, almost like you're in a museum with lots of space and panelled walls, and it's just like, yeah. But then it's very woody. There's like this, like, woodiness that's very wholesome and earthy. And then just kind of a slight incensiness, but I'd say it's quite fragrant. Apparently it's lilac, guacwood, and musk. There we go. Damn, Danny getting high right now, said fan adopt dog. Oh yeah, I am zazzed on that. Missed the last live show. Did I miss much? Nope. So, yeah, I was saying this earlier. People, I mean, I've been doing this for like nearly an hour, so if you've gotten this far, then you're probably not the kind of people I need to be explaining this to, and next time I do a show, I should do this closer to the start. But if you want to watch this live because you want to interact with me, or be part of the community, or whatever, it's fun to watch live. Do them Tuesdays, 9 o'clock, but you don't have to watch them live. They'll be on the Tumblr, and on my side channel, danisnotinteresting, and I follow a lot of YouTubers who do vlogs and long podcasts, and things like that, and I listen to them when I'm getting ready in the morning, having a shower, getting dressed, doing little tasks and chores. So, if you maybe think, oh, I don't want to just sit down for an hour and catch up on this Dan video I haven't seen, promise you, if you need some company, just play the video on the little laptop next to you whilst you're doing your chores, or not homework, because that would be incredibly distracting. A lot of you watch this live when you should be doing your homework or your college essay, or, you know, whatever life important career goal that you have for yourself. You're a nuclear scientist and you're not looking at the control panel right now because you're watching Dan's live show. Bang! Then you can just kind of watch this as a podcast. Just put it on, chat in the background, and you can just start and stop it every time you're getting ready or doing a chores, because I do that. I watch YouTubers that upload like 3-hour videos, and I just watch them in parts over a week. So that's cool. And yeah, speaking of next week, me and Phil are going up north to hang out with some pals, because it's Phil's B-Day, so I don't think I'm going to be here next Tuesday. As happens, not every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, most Tuesdays. So, oh my god, the top fans have changed. What has happened up there? It's GGV, then Kalal Titan, then Jotlina, then Google Now, then Nalnim, then Lucius Norbush, then Lara Marie, then Phantom07, then Wonderfully Rachel, then Dan join Mango Cult. Mangoes again, don't want to know. So, I'm not going to be here next Tuesday because I'm doing my annual socialising. You need to let me just, like, have friends at least once, okay? Just don't be too mean to me. So I'll see you the Tuesday after that. And there we go. It's been fun. Might order a pizza, feeling spontaneous, and just like I deserve it, to be honest. Say hi to the Choke Me Daddy group chat. And on that note, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you've had a nice time hanging out with me, with interesting conversations. Dan, you didn't talk about falling down the stairs. Yes, I fell down the stairs. Was running too fast, and then I tripped, and then it was bad. Homeland's back. That's exciting. It's all good. And yeah, look forward to a Dan Is Not On Fire video. Gonna try and film it this weekend. Not a promise. There we go. And the next Dan Is Not On Fire, next Dan 4 Games video is The Sims. Toddler Dab. It's funny. Look forward to it. More videos on the gaming channel, side channel. It's cool. 2017. There's videos. It's exciting. I hope you have a nice week. Stay calm. And as we discussed, internally debate everything, but be true to yourself and love who you are. And order a pizza, probably, because you deserve it. Who cares? It's one pizza. Just let yourself go for one night. In the whole scheme of your life, yes, it's bad now, but whatever, you'll get over it. It's just one pizza. Bye!